Hi everybody, welcome to the third part of our tutorial. I'm cripeman, and what we're going to do this time through is we're going to do a lot more extrusions to our buildings to kind of give them a building-like look. Let's jump into our model, and what I've done is I've done a dynamic extrusion, and I have made the tops of all the buildings an equal width at the top, and I can't really record that process, uh, but I can do this part of the process. Let's go ahead and um, select. Oh, let's go ahead and deselect that and select all these right in the middle, and you should have this right here. Let's go ahead and push Shift H, and let's do 0.50, and got a nice little um, downward extrusion there. Let's go ahead and do a new shading domain. And that's going to be roof, ROOF, and let's go ahead and jump in here and do a new master shader. We're going to call that roof. And what's really cool about this is the texture has been applied globally. That's a little too dark. Has been applied globally. So uh, the rooftop texture is going to be the same all the way around. Check this out. Kapow. What's up? There it goes. Kapow. And now we have a nice roof-like texture that that just looks roof-like. So let's go ahead and jump this out just in case we have to come back in here again. Now, I only wanted this to be like a three-part tutorial, but it might jump into more parts the more detail we add to these. Now you notice that the texture that I made with the reflection, you can make windows this way or you can make windows this way. You can model them or you can make them with your texture. An ideal thing would be a combination of both. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and show you how to model some of these in here. Now, like I said, the extrusion process is kind of jacked in here, but I think we're going to be able to get around it. Now, what we want to do is let's go over here and let's go ahead and select a loop. And you notice how just this part of it has been subdivided. We can do that with this too. Let's go ahead and subdivide once. Let's subdivide twice. Let's subdivide 3 times. And we could subdivide again, but we don't want to make it too... We don't want to have too many polygons while we're doing this. So let's untriangulate our polygons. And now we can do selection of what are going to be our windows. Now you notice if you try and keep a space in between them, it's hard to do because since we've subdivided, it's divided everything by 2, and so you're going to have to find a kind of a clever way to you know, deal with that. What you can do is let's go ahead and select these. Oh, come on. Now let's select these. You can't see them being selected, but they're being selected. There we go. And we selected these. Let's go ahead and give that a texture. New shading domain is going to be Windows. Windows. And now you've made a texture, a Windows texture, that can be universal throughout your model. Go ahead and select this, select this, select this, and select this. Let's go ahead and select between. See how that works. Do between again, And now we're going to do a offset. Let's go ahead and link our polygons so they don't extrude, inwards past um, your polyline. Link the polygons, and let's do a manual offset of 0.25. And let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. Let's go ahead and jump back in there. And let's go ahead and assign that the Windows texture. Let's jump back out. And now we have a nice reflective texture right here. And actually, we don't have a Windows texture, do we? New master shader. Let's do a Windows texture. Color. Could probably do no color. Reflection. 30%. There we go. And now if we drop it in here, it's affected by all the other ones too, or you've affected all the other ones. Now, one cool thing about modeling it this way is I've made a brick texture right over here with our color gradient brick trick, where the bump is squares. That's in one of the other tutorials, and I think it's this guy right here. Actually, this would make it a lot better. Oh, it is. Yeah, that's that one right there. Well, let's go ahead and... Oh, actually, we don't even need to do that. I was going to say we could copy it, but what we could do is we could just drop it right in there, and that has become a brick building. Now, what I've done on the other side... Oh, I didn't do it on this one. Oh, bummer. Well, what we can do is go ahead and turn this into a concrete texture by doing color gradient. This is going to turn into another tutorial, I think. And that's fine. And our color is going to be, let's do spots. Spot size, no blending. There we go. That's kind of a cementish looking texture. Now, one cool thing about doing that is you can now drop your texture into your building, and what happened? And drop your texture into your building. There we go. And kind of change things up when we replicate it. And we will replicate it, but it probably won't be in this tutorial. Now, what you can do here, with the couple minutes we have left in here, let's go ahead and jump into our shader. Let's jump into our brick. Let's go ahead and copy this. Let's go into this shader, and let's do wires. Wires multiply by what we just copied, paste here, and let's do our operator's curve filter, invert the colors trick. And now we have a nice brick building to go with our other brick buildings in the scene. Alright, well, I guess this is going to go into another tutorial. Anyway, that's it for this part. I'm cripeman, and I'll talk to you again later.